What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sisko and Mike Podcast. Last episode of the year, Mike.
Damn, it's crazy, dog. It's already been fucking a whole year.
This year pretty much flew by.
I haven't done my Christmas shopping, dog.
I know, me either. Actually, I got to do no manches. There's going to be no manches later, dog.
That's going to be no manches? All right, fuck it.
But, hey, we got to end it with a bang, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's why today's guest is going to help us do that. He's a host. He's interviewing all the stars, content creating, going viral. He's an actor now, too. We got Leo Gonzalez joining us.
Hey, welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show.
No, you could have kept going.
Hey, please don't stop.
What else?
We appreciate you coming, man. I know it's been a long overdue. We've been talking for a while with you. And
we were in the talking phase for a while. Finally, I was like, am I going to get the Addy?
But, yeah, you know, your schedule, man, you're doing it all right now. You're even speaking at the White House too. Like,
you saw that?
Yeah, we saw that. Hey, but I gotta give it up to you, because on all your speeches and things you talk about when you're in that serious moment, you talk about Hanford, your hometown, where you grew up. You talk about that kid that you were coming from there. Who was that kid before all this? Who was that kid?
Now we started this off like that.
Yes, sir. That's
what happened to Good Morning? Like, damn. It was just like, why did your dad leave? No, you know, I try to mention Hanford a lot because I think, like, for me, if this gets too foggy, let me know. I think Hanford has a lot of people, you know, I mean, you guys are like LA, right? Yeah. Nah, see, something. And but I think for me it was a big deal growing up and being like, oh damn, like Steve Perry, the singer of Journey, is from Hanford, and the creator of Regular Show on Cartoon Network is from Hanford, and Matt Shively, I think, this actor. I was always like, damn, like they walk through these streets, like, I don't know, and I was like, doesn't their mom still live here? And so for me it was a big deal though, because it was like, damn, like I think from being, and you know, it's only 3 hours away, but it still felt like I could never come to LA. So for me, like, I think I just want to keep mentioning that. So, you know,
one of the reasons I brought it up is because, I mean, especially now as we get older, we start being proud of where we come from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like it becomes a thing. Like, we're from LA, we're from California, we're from Baldwin Park. You know, so it's like we're representing ourselves because the kids that we're not them anymore. And it's like you can look back and be like, damn, I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah. You know, that moment that this is where I came from. It shaped me in some way. So
yeah, exactly. It's no, because at first it's like, well, I'm not from Fresno. I'm not from Hanford, Fresno. But then now as you get older, I'm like, well, Hanford, you know, 11th Avenue.
Yeah. We know nothing about what 11th Avenue is.
No, I mean, I know what he's saying, because we had that on our podcast. We talked about it, how I always claim LA or East LA, right? Oh, I'm from East LA. And then people are like, well, what part of East LA? Oh, I'm from Baldwin Park. It's like, oh, shit. You got to claim where you're from, you know what I mean? Because that's where you actually grew up. So, you know, kudos to you, bro, and acknowledging that you have to represent where you come from.
But even then, it's putting it on the map, because I went through an identity crisis when I was going to college, because I went to Cal State Fullerton, so that's Orange County, you know? So Orange County and LA County, it's like this whole thing. Well, it was
you claimed Orange County?
No, I used to.
I was going to say.
I went to Cal State Fullerton, so I would say, oh, I'm from Baldwin Park, and everybody would be like, yeah, where is that? Like, is that somewhere in another state? I'd be like, no, it's like right next to Pomona, right next to Pasadena, you know? And it's like, oh, okay. Like, they dismiss it. So you kind of have that moment where you're like, damn, I'm going to start saying LA, or I'm going to start saying like a different city that people know, Pasadena. Yeah. You know, and it kind of washes that away. So
one thing I never understood about people from here is, like, a lot of people here just don't know what's around. Like, I will say, like, you know, Culver City, and like, oh, where's that at? And I'm like, you live in Midtown. What do you mean? You don't know where Culver City is? Like that, like in Hanford. Well, I also watch the weather a lot. So, like, for me, like, I know, like, the cities are, like, in Hanford, in Fresno area, I feel like I know every little tiny town that's around. But then here, people are like, where's that at? And I'm like, oh, no. That's annoying.
You know what it is? And I've talked about this. Here, it seems like everybody lives in a little bubble. Their own bubble. You know what I mean? So it's like, I work in this city. That's the only city I know. Along the way, you're passing, you know, 5-6 cities, and nobody even knows and stuff. So you're just living in your own little world, and that's what it is. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, like, and that's one thing. When I used to growing up in Baldwin Park, I didn't think I was gonna get out of Baldwin Park, though. All I knew was Baldwin Park. Well, El Monte and Baldwin Park. Yeah. So to me, the mall was either in West Covina or the Centro del Monte. And if you don't know,
The Valley Mall.
The Valley Mall. So I didn't know anything outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you get stuck in that because you're comfortable. So it's just getting out of your comfort zone and exploring.
That's true. I mean, yours was a big change. I like myself now. I grew up in Baldwin Park, which is 10 minutes that way.
It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, 2 minutes. Now I live in Covina, like 10 minutes this way. It's a completely different.
He lives in the good neighborhood, dog.
It's completely different, but it's still like close to home. And it was like I always wanted to move away, but it was like no. The more I'm here, it's like that was still home. You know.
Bro, when I go visit this fool, I gotta do a background check. I can't go into the city without doing a background
There's
check.
like,
go through the
there's like
security?
6 cops on my street. But yeah, so
bro.
I mean, what made you leave home and come to LA?
Well, so I left in 2019. I moved to Nevada first.
Oh, okay.
I went to Reno for a year because I needed a change. And so I had some friends over there. I got there January 1st, 2019. And then I was like, oh yeah, like this is about to be great. We're about to change everything up. And then like 3 months later, the pandemic was like creeping in and everything, you know. But I wasn't making any content at that time. I was working. I had just left Univision. I was working in Fresno at Univision, and so then I applied to work at a CBS TV station in Reno, and I got it like the first week I moved there, and yeah, after being there, I started making content on TikTok like in March maybe or May, I don't know, one of those third or fifth month, and then overnight one video just got some traction, and so I just kept going a little bit, and then I think in like the 8th or 9th month I was just like, maybe I should go to LA. I don't know, like I think I had like 600,000 followers or maybe 700, and then I had came to LA to visit in October. I came for my birthday, and I met 2 friends, or like 3 friends or something, that I had just followed, that I was a fan of. Not anymore, but but yeah, I came to do a collab, and then I just was like, damn, I kind of want to do this. Like I don't know, like I've never, like I did TV news for such a long time, and after, like, that's what I wanted to do. I did everything in production at Univision and CBS and NBC, everything behind the scenes. And the whole time I was like, I just want to be on air and tell stories. And then I did a video pretending to be a reporter, and then that's what kind of got me some traction. And so then I think October of 2019 is when I came, and I was like, I don't know, I think I'm going to go. And I put in my 2 weeks notice in December, and I moved to LA January 1st of 2020. Right? COVID-19? Or was it 2020?
COVID 2020.
Yeah. So I spent a year exactly in Reno, packed my stuff, woke up January 1st in Crenshaw, and...
Oh, you wanted the full LA experience.
You know what? I didn't know where I was moving to. We applied. One of my friends that I moved in with, Gil, he came and he did the whole apartment tour, and I was like, I trust him, you know. Like everything's fine. I put in my deposit, everything, and you know, we had like I was the only one with credit, and I think Gil didn't have. So I moved in Gil and Victor. Victor didn't have any credit, but he had income. Gil, being an actor, had like not too steady of work, and then I had credit, but I didn't have a job. So it was like combined, we kind of just were like, fuck it. No, so yeah, but it worked out. We moved in, and now when I got there, I was like, oh, what did I do? Bro, what did I do? And there was no parking. I didn't know that because I've never lived in LA. I didn't know that you shouldn't have a car. Yeah, I literally woke up the next day sick to my stomach because I was like, what did you do? Like, that was so dumb. That was so dumb that you did that. You have no money. You have nothing to fall on. You know, Gil has his family. He lived in the Valley. Victor lived in Venice. His family. I had no
direct
plan
ties.
B.
Yeah.
I don't have, I feel like everybody's like, I'm going to go with my tia in LA. Like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, I had nothing to fall back on, so I felt really dumb the next day.
Go ahead.
And this is right before the pandemic hit, right? So once the pandemic hit, how does that make you even feel? Like you're already feeling some type of way. You're like, fuck, kind of scared, kind of like, oh shit, like what's going to happen? And then the pandemic hits like months after. Does that like trip you out even more? Or does that like get you to say, you know what, ponte las pilas y vamos a tirarle con todo, fuck it?
No, yeah, I was like, I just gotta work. I gotta do this every day. We just gotta do it. Like, and that's the good thing about having those two roommates is that they equally had the same idea. So we were not interested in living in an apartment that looked nice. We were interested. The living room there was no couch. It was just a big green sabana stapled next to another green sabana, and we built like a makeshift light set. Like it was just a workspace, it was my version of the startup of Facebook. and that's how I looked at it though. I was like, let's just do this. It was so exciting. Gil's doing his auditions, Victor's doing TikTok, I'm doing TikTok. And so I think for me it was just like, I gotta do this. Like I have to, if I can make at least $600 on the TikTok creator fund. My rent was $660, I think at that time, $670. And I was like, if I can make at least $600, I'll take from what I have. And then, because I think I had saved like $1,500, $1,400. So I was like, we can just, dip into that. And I was making my own food, no eating out. And yeah, but it was what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to get a job, because I was like, the moment that I get a job, I'm gonna start limiting this. So just stay up and just keep doing it and show up to as many things. And I was still doing, because when I was in Reno, when I was working at the CBS station, I was also doing Instacart and Postmates. I stopped Postmates, but I kept doing Instacart when I got to LA for the first like month and a half. But it's harder in LA to do delivery.
Yeah. Have you always been that way? Because you just talked about, you left from Hanford, you did journalism, and then you just said, I'm just going to Reno, and then I'm just going to LA now. Like, have you always had that in you where you just want to, like, see what's out there or kind of push yourself in a way, I guess you could say?
I think it's just like, I don't do everything, but there's times when I just feel like, let's not even think about it, because then I'll psych myself out. And if this doesn't work, like I said before I came to LA, when I went to Reno, it wasn't that deep about it not working. Because when I went to Reno, it was, going to Nevada was refuge. That wasn't like, I'm going to go, make exciting stuff happen. Nevada was like, let's go save your life. But then when I thought about going to LA, that was straight up like, I don't know. I don't know what there is for you, but I think there's something there. And just go. And that's and I only have that thought once in a while. Like I never have that type of, like, there's stuff where I'm like, oh, well, that might not work, and this pros and cons. But LA was non-negotiable. It was just like it was an idea that was born, and I think that the way I saw it was like, I feel like there's times when God puts certain people in a way that feels like this can be home. And so I think meeting those friends that I did when I came to collab, I was like, oh, I could get used to that idea, that version of home. And so if I come and go to an area full of people that are as hungry, then we can all be hungry, and that's fine. Like, I don't know, like I never had that guess on that. And I feel like I knew the entire time, because even when things got a little shaky in Crenshaw with like financially and just thinking about what I could have done or should have been doing. I was just like, I don't know. There's just something there. And it sucks to say that because, like, or it's, like, weird to say that because I also don't want to be like, I just, like, it's something that you feel. Because it just sounds so cliche. But it really was just that thing where I was like, I just think that there's a story to tell. And I think that whether you feel talented enough or not, like, God will qualify you based on what he wants you to talk about. And I think that's where I was.
That's interesting because, I mean, you said it right now. It's kind of cliche because how many actors, actresses, singers move like from other countries, from other states to LA, with that same ambition, the same goal, dream to become something. They see the lights and it's like, it's alluring, like it's just alluring. And like you said, like, I don't know, like even for us, I think that we grew up here, even sometimes thinking, I want to move closer to Hollywood. I want to move closer to LA because there's so much more opportunity.
And I think I know what you're going with. So you mentioned before coming to LA, knowing that kind of in a way you knew, but you didn't know, but you didn't question it. You mentioned something that caught my attention. You said you needed to move to Nevada to save yourself.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What were you saving yourself from? Like a lot of us are in similar situations where we're struggling, whether it's a mental issue or an economic issue or whatever, and we want to run away. Like, what is it that you were running away from, or what were you running to that saved you? Like, explain that.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time taking care of my mom. She was very, very sick. So 2016, at the end of 2016, I had just gone hired at Univision, and it was like the best thing because it was like I had already done the other American English stations, but then finally getting Univision, I was like, oh, this is iconic.
Yeah.
My first day of work, my first shift, I'm covering some stories, and my mom had a stroke that day. Goes to the hospital, and immediately, she's non-responsive, and then it just stays like that for months. And so she went into a coma. She was in a vegetated state for a long time, for months. And then she gets out of that, and my best friend who was going with me and visiting her with me, he gets murdered when she comes out of that state. And so I never had time to heal. I never had time to process that, to cry. Like, I was a full-time student working before Univision. During Univision, I was also a director of a homeless shelter, because I was supporting my mom and I. And it was just so much going on that I didn't have time to catch up to anything. And I was crippling myself, like, in real time. She just, I once she came out, I had to teach her the alphabet. I had to teach her my name. I had to introduce myself to her every day. She would be going through things overnight. I have to go in there. She falls. Just so much going on. And as an only child, it was just like, it was a lot of stuff. And so when I left to Reno, I had already had this idea because I was talking to my therapist for a while, and he had said, that there's that, because I was having like nightmares and stuff at that time. And he said that if your psyche is telling you that you are slowly killing yourself, like, because those nightmares were like people killing me or trying to kill me. And so I had kind of made that decision that, like, I think I have to go. She needs more support than I can give right now. I can't be 24 hours. If I'm with her 24 hours, then I can't work. So I was thinking, like, I'm going to go. I should probably go soon. And then one night I'm leaving the hospital, and I remember this band. It's a Christian worship band. They were performing in Visalia. The hospital's in Visalia. I'm on my way to Hanford, and I was like, "Oh, they're performing tonight. I should go see them." Like, because at least if I cry there, everybody's crying.
Yeah.
And I go there, and at that time I had like an '05 Mitsubishi Galant, and it's a lot of like people. It was like at a nice church. One of those concerts was like nicer cars and everything. And I come out from the concert, and my car was broken into. It was the only one broken into. And I remember just being like, I'm going to just go. Like, they took my work computer. They took my laptop. They took my camera. I was doing YouTube videos at the time, too. And they stole all my tech stuff. And I remember just being like, I'm just going to go now. Like, this is all I needed. Like, this is, like, there's nothing that you could have done to make it worse. Like, and so that's why I had originally went there. I was like, I just gotta get away from this. I don't think I feel like signs come very strongly to me. I feel like I feel direction through moments. And I feel like that was that last one that was like, just go.
Gotcha.
And it was also peaceful, because it was like, okay, let me just go. I don't want to be around this anymore. And I needed the push, because I think that I spent a lot of time as a kid just fighting for other people. And so that's why this was more peaceful, because it was like, let me just fight for me now, and get away from this. And but one thing I thought about when you said the people come from other states and from super far away to LA, is one thing that I realized when I made that decision to come, is like, when I was in Reno, I had this day, because I was hiking. I would get up in the morning, I'd go hike, I'd go do Instacart. My goal was like make at least $150 off some, and then that COVID time was like people are tipping better, so it was, thank God, like it was easier. So I was like, make 150 on Instacart, go to the gym, and then go to work, hiking first thing in the morning, and so everything was great. And there was one hike, and I was by myself, and I remember just thinking like, I'm fine, man. Like I'm okay. Like everything's okay. Things, of course, could always be better, more luxurious, but like we're out of the desert. Like the desert is done, at least for now. Suffering is inevitable, and it's gonna come again no matter what. But right now, everything's fine, and so I'm okay right now, and I'm thankful, and I'm content with everything that I have. And at that time, I wasn't making content yet. At that time, my big fat dream was, you're gonna be a TV reporter. That was my luxurious dream. But I thought to myself, I'm working at the station. I was doing the graphics for the newscasts and the audio and everything. And I was like, this is fine. Like, if this is as good as it gets, then I'm okay with that, because the suffering has paused. And I feel like I could almost feel like this floodgate open when I made my first video, because I felt like that's what God wanted, is just stop asking for stuff. Like, just be content with what you have and watch what'll happen. And so when I think of people that want so badly, because I have a lot of friends and people that I meet in LA who tell me, like, I really want to do this. I really want to have this many followers. And I'm like, you just have to stop wanting it. Like, why do you want it? Like, I never wanted it. And what came from it is the reward. Like, the followers, I'm so grateful that they came, but it's the fact that I've been able to provide better for my mom and my dad. that's where the benefit comes in. The other stuff, like, it's fine, you know, and I felt that when I came to LA, I was like, I'm fine, I'm content, everything's good. I was in Crenshaw, and it was a little rocky, you know, some situations, but I was like, I'm fine, man. I have these two guys here who I met 2 months ago who have the same hunger, and we get along really well. We care for each other really well. Where I'm positioned with two people who I can be, who I can wonder with and who I can question with. Like, there's nothing better than that. And then months later, I get offered to move into a content house in Hollywood Hills, and that was dumb. Like, in my mind, that was like, how does that happen? You know, and leaving the content house, I get a 1-bedroom in the valley, and then I was like, ooh, it's a little small, but you know, we're gonna do it. I have my own place. Like, this is me. And I was so content and everything, and within the 30 days, I go to some lady's house to buy her TV off of her for that apartment, and we start talking, and then I end up taking over her lease. She moves out. I call my landlord at the 1-bedroom, and I say, like, because we can leave within the 30 days on the contract. And I was like, do I still have time to leave? Like, sorry. And she's like, today's the 30th day. And so I feel like that's what I've learned is, like, don't try to trick yourself. Don't try to be like, $1 million, I don't want it, you know? But really, like, find peace in the suffering. Find peace in the discomfort. Because I think that I really think that God draws near to the suffering people, the bitter people with a story, and just I think it'll come, but not for the wrong reason.
I think it's a double-edged sword too, though, because some people will grow resentment or anger for their situation. I was just gonna tell you, you know, your perspective. They broke into your car. You could have taken it as, fuck, my life sucks. Now this, but you took it as like, no, this is a sign. This is a sign for me to be like, I need to get out of here. Someone else could have just grown hate for their situation.
It's because it takes courage, fool. Like, you would have to be in a situation like that to actually analyze it. Like you said, it goes both ways. You grow courage to say, fuck it, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Or you're just taking it like, fuck it, it's Hanford, it's Baldwin Park. That's just another day in Baldwin Park. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's stuck because we are groomed to take that. Like, you don't just say, like, especially in the Mexican community, you know, Mexican American. Eso pasa. It's like, por pendejo. Por pendejo, you know? But it sucks because it's easier to say we don't want to think that way. Pero cuando the majority, fool, you're groomed for that, it's harder. So, you know, making the decision, it's like you said, it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. And so the mindset, the perspective to be able to be like, yeah, I'm tired of the situation. I need to change it. Because like you said, people get comfortable. And being comfortable is like one of the biggest downfalls of all of us as humans.
You feel comfort, fool.
Yeah, you feel comfort. It feels natural. It feels easy. Yeah. So it's like, and that's what prevents us from doing a lot of things. Even us now, even me now, you know, like sometimes I catch myself like, damn, like I'm just comfortable with life. And, you know, like, I don't want that. And then eventually it just starts building up. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. I've gone through it where my life became complacent. It was comfortable. And then I just started spiraling. You know, I started going into alcohol and I started doing like all these other things. And it was like, I don't want this. This is not me. But it had to do with that situation. Yeah. At that moment, my mindset was not that.
Yeah. So question. You moved to LA. You mentioned Content House. Can you explain what that is? Because I know what a Content House is. I think we talked about it. What is that like? What is that?
Yeah, it's you know, and it's not like the like the hype house. Like a lot of people compare it to like one of those. This one was more. It was a little more commercial. The other ones, you know, they're like dancers and they do like just lifestyle stuff. Gotcha. The 5 of us that were chosen We're all Latino creators. This was the first Latino content house, and it was sponsored by DirecTV. We signed a contract to move in for 6 months, and so we had deliverables. We had to make a certain amount of videos for DirecTV a month, and do like public engagements, parade, stuff like that. We went to a bunch of events and premieres and stuff, and so it was 5 of us. I knew 4 of the people. I knew 3 of the people. One of them we met there. I know Jesus and I had talked a little bit, and then I knew Monica and Alexia from because we were in like this TikTok program, that like a I don't even know, it was like a program where TikTok assigns us to like a community manager, and they just kind of want to encourage us.
Is that something that content creators have to go through, like in order to, I guess, be more not accessible, but like to be more recognized? Is it something like, and the reason I'm asking is because we've talked about, are you a YouTuber, are you a content creator, are you a influencer,
digital
like
creator? There's so many labels.
Yeah, so many labels. What do you consider yourself? Like, what's the ultimate like?
I'm me.
That's a good one.
I prefer to just say like content creator, because I feel like I think anybody calling themselves an influencer is like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I feel like you'd be uncomfortable to call yourself that. And I can't be comedian because I'm like, well, not everybody thinks that. But yeah, I think just content creator for me. And that's what I want to do, is like I want to just make content. I don't want to influence anything. I'm not interested in, I don't have a fun life to be like, wake up and get ready with me to go like visit my dad in prison. Like I don't have anything anything exciting. Like I can't do like day in the life. I'm boring. Like I don't.
Bro, but I think that the line is like very blurry or very thin, because in a way you kind of influence people, right? Because you might not directly want to influence them, like you said, hey, go see my dad in jail or whatever. But people are looking up to you, especially now you have 2 million followers on TikTok. I mean, I want to quote it correctly because I know that
2.9.
2.9. There you go. 2.9.
I only need 13K to get to 3 million.
There you go, guys. 13K. Let's do it. Come on, let's get him to 3 million
viewers from this. Just head over.
And the reason I say that is because it shit was funny, man. It just so happens I was going through my phone, my photos and my videos, and my son, he watches what's that little kid's name, man? He does the toy guy, Ryan.
Oh, right.
Now my son's 8. Okay, I know, right? But in a sense, he's doing the same thing. He's creating content, right? He's opening toys and shit, and but he's also influencing, right? Because these little kids want to be just like him. That shit's funny, bro. I'm going through my phone, and I'm like, what the fuck? I see some videos of my son, like his face is like that. And I'm like, I don't remember recording this fool, right? And I click on him, and this fool literally, I don't know how he grabbed my phone, but he's going around for recording himself. He's like, what's up, guys? I'm chewing gum right now. And he's like, he puts the gum in his mouth. He's like, yeah, so sorry, it's the noise from the gum. And it's like a minute, there's like 4 minute or minute and a half video long, like long videos of him. And then he goes around, he goes, okay, guys, this is my room. These are the gloves I wear when it's cold. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so what am I saying by that is, in a way, you guys are influencing at the same time. So is there times when you felt like you have to maintain a positive influence? Or is there times you just say, fuck it, I'm just going to create content, doesn't matter if it's negative or positive? Is it something that you guys struggle as creators? That's a question I want to ask.
Yeah, I think like for me, my biggest thing since I started is I never cussed. Still to this day, I haven't cussed in a video. But I didn't do that for people. I did that just because I didn't really.
That's who you are.
I didn't really need, but then the struggle with that is then people put you in a box. And then now it's like whenever I do a video and I'm just like, oh, damn, I get DMs like, oh, you were family friendly. And I'm like, I didn't do this for you. Like I was just doing, the way I look at my stuff that I do is I'm like, I never was a consumer of social media like this, and I'm still not. So whenever I hear things, I'm genuinely confused when someone's like, "Oh, this person is this and is a YouTuber." I didn't know that because I still watch only the news. I watch the news and I watch late night talk shows. I'm not a.
You don't scroll through.
I don't scroll like that. Like I like skits. I like comedy. I don't watch vlog. I don't want to watch anything like that. And so that's been my struggle, is like people putting me in a certain box or because of certain things that I've done. And then I didn't realize when I started, because you just are making content. But then at some point it's like, you know, people are like, "Oh, well, you have a platform. You should do this. You should speak on this." And I'm like, at some point I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't know you guys thought that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not realize that you thought that I should do this." And so I'm still learning, like, oh, okay, I guess I should be positive. I guess I should. I was just doing this for fun for me and my friends that are just like that I grew up with. But after a while, it's like, oh, there are 4 million people watching. So I guess I should.
But that's kind of hard, right? Because it's like you can't always cater to the 4 million viewers.
Yeah, because then you start putting pressure on yourself.
Yeah,
too.
right.
Yeah,
Unwanted pressure.
yeah, no, and so I think I have to constantly have like a balance of like, I'm still gonna do this because I think it's funny,
There you go.
or because it's like you know, if I do videos I do like videos where I do like youth pastor videos, then I have a big following of church faith people and leaders, and then it's like, well, I'm still gonna do like this flirtatious video. I'm still gonna do this. So like I'm not gonna say, you know, something crazy, but I'm still gonna be like, damn, like she's dead. Like I'm still gonna do like a skit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry that you put me into that box. I didn't say that I was a Christian creator. I'm a creator that believes in God, that loves the Lord, but I didn't say that I was making content for you only.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then there's the other part of like, you know, I do videos where I'm like being flirtation with some all this stuff. So then like raza shows up, and then I do a video as a news reporter, and they're like, "Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that." And it's like, I'm just everything I'm doing is acting. I'm sorry that you came and you thought that everything was gonna be like, "Hey, where you been at?" Like, but that's not. I'm trying to watch all my kids. You know what I mean? It's I'm trying, like, I want to make things for everybody, because I feel like something that what I don't want to do is make content that's only for us. I want every culture to see us. I don't want to be like, oh, like I feel like sometimes we try to be so inclusive that it becomes the opposite. We try to be so like, this is for us, this is our culture and all this. It's like, no, I get it, but let's do it in a way where like where Kelsey from class, she knows the Where's My Hug At guy. Like they knew the Hot Cheeto girl. Like everybody, the Hot Cheeto girl was the one to defend this kid, and like that's what I want to do, is like, I don't want to make it just for, I want everybody to, I want that bridge, so they're like, oh, that was funny. Like, I haven't been in high school in 20 years, and I had a Hot Cheeto girl too. I had the Where's My Hug At guy was like, you know, and so I think that's one of the bigger like struggle or frustrations, is that like I'm sorry that you thought that I was gonna keep making videos for just you. I will, you know, I'll do one youth pastor video every quincena, but like I will also do this. And if it's not for you, then like, is that okay? Yeah. Because, and I feel like that mindset has been built by these companies, by Amazon Prime, by Walmart, because all of them are competing who can get you your thing fastest, who like I want to like they'll give you that in 2 days. We could do same day delivery.
Yeah.
Like they'll do this for you. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you want we messed up your thing. Let me suck your dick and then replace and I'll give you an extra fry. And it's like, I'm sorry that these corporations have made you feel like you're the number one person in the world, but traffic is still gonna come. I'm sorry. Like, they're doing that. I'm just a normal person. You left at 7:30. You had to be somewhere at 7:45, but you're mad because of traffic. You left at 7:30. We're all living our independent lives with our own families. And we have to understand, like, this world is not catered for just me and the Gonzalez's. This is for all of us. Like, I'm sorry that you want this and that they promised you this. I didn't promise you that. I'm sorry that influencer is giving this away. I don't have that money. I don't have this, like, and so, and that's beyond social media. That's just like society. We need to understand, like, this isn't for me. And I think once you realize that, once you like start to rest in that, it gets better. Like when you realize, like, oh, I'm actually not that important.
Yeah. And just to add to that, I think right now society in its current state, it's a black and white mentality too. So that just adds another layer. Even us, we feel pressured. Talking about Raza, talking about Kathy from class, right? Some of our
Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey. All right. Some of our biggest videos have been when we're talking about our culture, the Mexican culture, and it becomes a thing where, like, damn, do we always have to talk about that? Like, there's
it's not even that. It's like it comes down to the shades of brown. How brown are you?
Yeah, it's
like, no, mames, way, like, you ain't that Mexican, homie.
Yeah.
Or you don't speak Spanish. Like, I've seen in the last year, there's been a big explosion of like the no sabo against the true Mexicans, right? Yeah. Or the true Hispanics, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, no mames, way. We all get hit with the chancla. We all eat fucking frijoles. Some people speak more Spanish than you. Some people speak more English than you. Like, no mames. Like, at what point are we really gonna come together? And it's like, fuck the sock meter. You know what I'm saying? Do the brown meter. Like, how brown are you?
Yeah, one of the girls that was in the content house, that was one of the things that they would say, like, she's not Mexican enough or Latina enough. I'm like, she was born in Mexico. Like, what more do you want? Like, or is it that you want us to have struggled the same? Like, because I grew up homeless doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like, oh, well, you had a house, you had both parents. It's like, why are we mad that you had a house and both parents? Like, that's not, like, good, man. I'm so glad. Yeah. Like, I'm overcoming my homelessness. I'm working on that. I'm reconnected with my dad, and I have a relationship with both of my parents now that I cherish. I'm not gonna be mad because this friend had both parents. Like, that's great. Let's work on getting on the same, like, sort of like wave of like of we're good, man. Like that stuff was tough. I grew up like thinking about one of this girl who, she's like a cousin to me. I remember thinking, like, oh, you have a big house. Like, me and my mom are like staying in random places and all this stuff, and you have a big house, and you have both parents, but also it's like, but your dad is an alcoholic, and your parents don't actually get along well, and you struggle with this, like it's not a competition, and I feel like that's what we do sometimes. It's like, we don't have to, like, let's just be fine. Like, it's really not that serious or deep. Like, how much we struggled more than each other, because some of us, we're still struggling now. We're still trying to figure out, like, what are we doing? Like, is this right? Like, even right now, thinking about like Christmas, this is like my first time having like a proper Christmas. I have my like a tree and everything, and I'm like, this is fine. Like, this is my version of Christmas. This is my tree. I put the candles, like, I think, like, that's maybe how they should look, like how I saw it in the movies. And, I went to my friend's house whose mom loves Christmas, and, like, I can be like, oh, Like, fuck you, because like you had Christmas with both your parents, you got all this. Like, okay, like
You had presents under the tree.
Let me do it now. Yeah, like it's my turn. Like at some point, it's like, am I gonna still be mad? Like I don't want to be mad anymore. And you know, and with social media, it's like that's why I say like I don't want to influence. Let's just laugh. Let's just laugh about random stuff, dumb stuff,
everyday
goofy.
stuff.
Yeah. Like we're if we make fun of everything, all like society, like this is funny. Like it's funny. People take themselves so serious. People have a badge or a radio. Y caminan bien mamones. Like that's funny. Let's just laugh because there's enough suffering. Please don't ask me about the world. Because that's not me. Like, I'm just trying to be goofy. And, like, we can laugh about things. Like, we've been through enough, you know, as people.
Has that always been the motivation to your content? Like, you know, you're talking about it because a lot of your content is that perspective of a employee working at, you know, at the airport or a security guard or things like that. Has that always been the same motivation because of that?
I think, like, I've been a people watcher my whole life, like, deeply. And so it's just like, it's funny. Like, I remember just having some coworkers that I was like, Anna, chill. Like, just give them the fries. Like, what are you doing? Why are you arguing with them? Give them the fries. She's a regular. Just give her the, you know, and it's just like, it's not, I'll pay. You want me? I'll pay for it. You know, it's like, so I think like working in those types of places and it's funny, like, I would be with coworkers and someone would come back all like, bien mula, and I'd be like, cálmate. Like, and like for me, like I could never argue with the customer because I was riding the same bus home, and I was like, I don't want them to catch me at the bus stop and be like, hey, you fat bitch, remember you didn't give me the buffalo sauce? Like, no, like
Charge me 35 cents.
yeah,
Ooh, what's up?
Like I was like, no, give them, like, here, take that. I'm not trying to. You think I'm not trying to get jumped over this. Like, it's not that serious.
Hey, that's gonna be no manches. Remind me, okay?
What, the buffalo sauce? That's always your no manches.
No, but
they don't give you the sauces or the.
Well, yeah, it's true. Hey, fucking Popeyes, fool. I asked them, okay, you put honey on your chicken, though. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you get Popeyes.
What do you mean, honey?
Honey, like honey. You don't put honey on your chicken?
Like the sweet
like
onion
the
sauce?
one that they give you, like
the honey.
packet.
Honey barbecue?
No,
No,
honey.
just honey.
Oh.
You put it on your chicken, it tastes bomb, fool.
All right, unpopular opinion. I've never been to Popeyes, to be honest with you.
You've never been there at all?
I've never had
That's for
Popeyes.
crazy, dog.
Grubhub, bro.
I've never-
Popeyes, that shit. Oh, that shit.
It's fire, huh?
You remember when people were dying because of getting killed because of that
Fool,
sandwich?
you ever had the chicken sandwich?
No. That's
Oh,
You tripping, dog. Anyways,
that is crazy. No, but I can't do honey. I raw dog everything.
okay.
I don't need
I gotta put
sauce.
honey, bro.
You do ketchup too?
No, I like honey mustard and
so you
buffalo
double dip
sauce.
the honey.
No,
honey mustard.
I mix it up.
Okay.
So you got different things for like the fries. I'll do honey mustard, and then I'll do either hot sauce or honey on the chicken, and then on the bread on the.
You get into a lot of fights, huh, with the people that work.
Yeah, fool. Because I only give you like fucking one honey and one fucking honey mustard.
I'm like, hey, can you add more? Can you be for real? Add more. Do you like Church's chicken?
I used to, but Popeyes to me is more like.
Oh, okay.
Hey, they
So-
closed down a lot of the churches, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of the
Did
churches
they?
chicken. Yeah.
I used to fuck with Church's chicken. Yeah.
I love oof.
Churches chicken and KFC.
KFC.
KFC is alright.
Wait, KFC's bomb.
The beans on the coleslaw, dog.
They have beans. It's gone down. You know when it was.
They used to have beans.
You know when it was bomb? When Yoni used to work there and he used to hook us up for free.
For free? Oh, that's true. Nothing better than free food.
Free food, dog. Nah, but yeah. So that was my no. I was gonna read no much about it.
But anyway, we're talking about your content, man. So you've studied for journalism. You started doing content. You see this thing start blowing up, and now you're interviewing people. You're technically doing what you studied. You're technically doing journalism in a sense as well. Like, how's that been? Like, this opened up a lot of doors for you.
Yeah, it feels crazy because I especially with this thing I just did with the NFL. I was in Dallas like a week ago at a Cowboys game. Go Cowboys, right?
No.
Go Cowboys. Oh no, go Cowboys. I know.
No way.
Oh, you guys are just Bay Area.
You're part of
Bay
the
Area.
them boys, huh? Them
We them boys. No, I was over there and I had that sort of moment where I had the microphone. I was like, I'm still doing it. Like I'm still doing it, but I'm doing it in a fun way, because the thing is, like, Univision was a really, like, I wanted to tell stories, but I felt like I could do it. Like I just had to go and do the hard stuff before I could go and do the nice stories. And so I think that was another prayer that was answered, that I didn't really want to do news, because I wanted to do, like, there's this guy, he's this reporter, he's on CBS News. He does a segment, I think it's called On the Road or something like that. And I want to do that stuff. I want to do the story, the feel good stories of, like, this is like, this person wrote this, like, note for this person across the country, you know, like that, like that type of thing. Those stories are good. And that's what I want to do. But I was like, I gotta do what I need to do first. But Univision was rough. You know, I was like 24, 20, I don't know how old I was, 25 maybe. And I would see like 3 dead bodies a night as a photographer. And as a person with like anxiety about death already, I was like, it was so rough. And so now when I like do these things, I was like, dang, I'm still doing what I wanted to do. This is feel good stuff. And I get to like travel. Like that Dallas thing, you know, it's actually so fun to go. And I try to go to a Niners game. But they said, no, they're not going to the Super Bowl. But but it just felt good. It just feels good to go and go with a lot of people who are really excited about something. It's nice. So I feel like, you know, and like the red carpet stuff, it's like that is what I wanted to do anyways. And so to do it, you know, it's just surreal. It's so special to go to the Latin billboards in Miami and think like, damn, like when I was living in Reno, I was listening to all these artists and I'm interviewing them. Like, it doesn't make sense.
And they recognize you.
That part.
How does that feel, bro? Going places and just...
It's weird. It's weird. I think because when I was starting the content, or even when I was in Crenshaw, I was in front of a green screen, Sabana, by myself or with one other person. And so it's interesting. It's weird to go out and realize that, people did watch it. Because you guys, especially when starting the pandemic, it's just numbers. So it's just like, okay, yeah, 40,000 people. But then it's like, you know,
you put a face to the numbers.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you saw that? Like, that's weird. How did it get to you? You know what I always think about? I always think like, who was the first person to see my video? Like, that's crazy. That trips me out, because it's like that one like led to like 3 other, like the algorithm started like moving there, and then 3 others, and then just a web. And I'm like, I would love to see that. Like, I'd give them crazy. Flowers. I'd give them flowers. I'd give them flowers.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. I don't think I've ever like thought that deep, dude. That first follower, that first person who like support.
We don't have to go that deep.
Yeah, I know.
We got like 30 fucking views. We could go back. You know what I'm saying? That's probably your ass.
We can figure it out.
Yeah, we can repeat that.
I'm gonna go get myself some flowers after this.
You're gonna give yourself head.
It's pretty difficult, dude.
He's gonna give himself head.
You know, you're doing all these things, man. What's the next step, dude? Because you're taking advantage of everything. You're doing it all. You came out in this on Hulu. You know, we're big fans of that show. We saw you on there, you know? Like, is that the next step for you? You want to do acting? Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, I want to do more. Chris Estrada said that I would be in the next season if they get a next season. So this is just another documentation, so he sees that there's pressure.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Chris. Don't fuck him over, dog.
No, I want to do that. Yeah, we shot that before the writer's strike started, and then and so now that the strike's over, hopefully I could do some more auditions and see if there's anything else I can get into. Cause
what about a show about your life?
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on that myself, And that's something that I would love to. My goal is to get that into movement in 2024.
Who would play your younger self? If you had to cast somebody. Sorry, I know I put you on the spot. Hey, bro. Oh, I'm not young.
You're not young.
Rico Rodriguez from Modern Family.
Modern Family?
Oh, shit.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I would want someone. It's because I didn't get fat till later. No, he's not fat though. No, we'll see. Maybe the boy who did the voice of Miguel from Coco.
Okay.
He's already a Gonzalez, so we'll see.
That's nepotism, dog. You can't be doing that.
It's
illegal.
Saliste cabrón.
Hey, I'm just trying to get the cruises out there. You know what I'm saying? I got the cruises out there.
But anyways, you got anything else you want to ask or before we move on to our no manches?
No, I mean, I just want to say, congrats on everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Your story. We didn't get too much into it because I didn't want to. We don't want to get into it. We want to get about the good stuff that's happening in your life. We talked a little bit about your upcoming, and we're glad you're doing what you're doing, bro. Honestly, that's the truth. And we want to thank you because it's Sunday. A lot of people do. Chill Sundays. So for you to come out here and give us a time of day, we appreciate that, bro.
And not just that, man. Speaking at the White House,
Oh yeah,
representation matters, in whatever form it comes. Representation matters, and you represented all of us. You represented those kids in Hanford, and that's just amazing. What you're doing, and like you said, what you're doing with people, influencing them indirectly, even though you don't want to. So that's big ups to that.
Did you get to sit on the chair, bro, on the White House?
I did everything you could imagine.
Damn.
Hey, I'm on everything.
You busted a Monica Lewinsky?
Bill Clinton. That's what I was gonna say. Bill Clinton.
Is Mr. Biden?
That was crazy.
Wouldn't fall asleep on you?
No, come on, man.
Did his dog bite you?
No.
He didn't fall off a bike? No, I was kidding.
Hey, where you going?
No, because hey, I'm not a Biden hater. I voted for him, but fucking.
No, he wasn't there that day.
But he wasn't.
He heard I was coming. It's because he didn't want to. We have to have a balance. No, but that was crazy. It was crazy. After that, I'm like, no, ya me creo. After the White House, yeah.
Serio? Yeah?
Yeah. After that, Uber Black.
I'm running in 2024.
Who'd you take with you?
I didn't take. No, you know what happened? Funny story. Not even funny. I was going for dinner. They invited me for dinner. I was never planned to speak, and they didn't give me a +1. And so I had been to the White House maybe 3 months before that, and I took one of my friends to that. And then this one, they said no +1s. And so then I was like, I might not go. Like, I hate going anywhere by myself. Like, flying by myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's just annoying. Because then, like, the paparazzi. Nah, you were like, really? No, but for real, like, it's just too much. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, I get so, like, in hotel rooms by myself. I'm just like, did I make it? Like, you just start to, like, be like, oh, I'm by myself, though. Anyways, so I was like, I'm not going to go. And then, like, a week before, I was like, let's just go, man. Like, what? There's something there. And then I told my agents, I was like, yeah, I'll go. And then I get my ticket and everything, and I'm flying there. I think I stopped in, I had a layover in, like, either, like, Atlanta or something North Carolina. We had a layover there, and then I turned my phone on, and I have, like, hella calls, and it's like, call me, change of plans at the White House. One of my agents, or my manager, I think, and I was like, bro, like, I flew all this way, they're canceling it. And I was like, first of all, like, am I getting on this next plane? Because, like, I'm already in North Carolina. And he's like, yes, you're getting on. They would like to know if you would be willing to do a speech. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so literally I landed. I got to my hotel. I wrote a speech that it took me like 2 hours because I was like, only like, I had like 300 words or something. And I was like, oh, I was stressed out. And I kept like, I was all sitting there like, I don't know. You know how they like
rip it out, throw it in the trash.
And no, it took me a while. And then like the next morning, and then that night, my manager, he jumped on a plane and then came to meet up with me in the morning. And I was like, so I could have a +1. No, and so yeah, and then we went to I had to buy like a suit because originally it was just dinner, so I was just like, Crocs, and so I was like, it was chill, like I wasn't even tripping. But then to speak, like I had to get a tie and everything. It was great, and like I never in my life have been nervous about anything like that. Like I was like, just don't get tackled. Just don't get tackled. When I met,
don't say bomb, fool. Don't be like that was the bomb. You know.
I know. No, when the vice president came and the first lady, I was like, I'm not even joking. Like they were about to come. They're like, they will be here in 3 minutes. All of a sudden, I have to shit, and I never get nervous. Like usually I'm like, whatever. Let's just do this. And that moment, I start sweating. Like I was like, bro, and I go to the bathroom, and then I get comfortable in there because it's like nice. and then I'm washing my hands, and then all I hear is Leo, the vice president, is waiting for you. And I was like, there's no toilet paper. Like that's crazy to hear. I was like,
there's no toilet paper. There's no toilet paper.
Nah, they got toilet paper. And I like walked out, and I was like, bro. And then I'm scared because I was like, I don't want to shake her hand wrong. Yeah. And then like I was like, bro, like imagine I make one, like I breathe.
You go wrong for the hug and it's like, oh yeah.
I know.
Don't touch her.
I was so like, so good to me. And then the first lady came, and then I feel like all the Secret Service are just like, and I'm like, are you like, just can you smile? Like, how are we doing? Are you mad at me? Like, and no, that was crazy. And then, but once we did it, I was like, it was so special too, because it was like, when I was up there, I looked down at the crowd and I see Gloria Estefan standing right there.
Oh shit.
Emilio Estefan, Dolores Huerta. And Dolores Huerta, I did every single college project I ever did was about her, because she's from the Central Valley. She did so much for migrant farm workers. So I studied her. And so I'm doing the speech and I see her right there. I'm like, no, what the, bro, what? Like,
surreal like, moment.
Crazy. And then I get down, once we finished the whole presentation, like they went away. And then I was like, do I come? No. Okay. You know what I mean? Oval Office. And then I come out to the patio, and then I meet this guy, Edwin. He's a reporter for Univision, and I used to edit his stuff when I was in Fresno. He's a White House, he's a correspondent from DC, and I was like, bro, like this circle right now is dumb. Like this is so weird how this happens.
You didn't see us there, bro. Sisko and Mike were there.
You were there, huh?
Yeah, I was there.
I looked over. I was like. I looked at catering. I was like, "Is that Sisko?"
No, I was outside the fence. I was like that against the fence and shit.
Oh no, okay.
You wouldn't let me in.
I missed it.
It was the one that kid looking outside. Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
He just looked like a kid from that far.
Oh,
no, but honestly, bro, I saw the speech. Everything you described right now, pretend like that shit didn't even happen. Like you were just on point. And like I said, nobody knows what they go through when they're doing something that important. But, you describing it right now, it's like, fuck, like anybody would have felt that way. You know what I'm saying? We all, like, I felt that way fucking doing my college, my papers, you know what I'm saying? So imagine now you're in front of the White House and you're representing.
Forget that. How many people would have said no when they tell them you want to do the speech? Like, it's like, oh, I
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Like,
so it was one of those things where it's like, don't think about it. Just say yes.
Just do it. Yeah.
And that's been your theme, Yeah.
That's
what I've noticed, that you're like, fuck it. What comes out of it, whatever happens, don't think about it. Just do it. And I think that's what's helped you in your career and in your life. Yeah. And you are where you're at because of that. So don't stop that. Honestly, I'm telling you this heart to heart. Don't, like, that's what's keeping you where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. And not even that, man. Just sitting down talking to you here, hearing your story, just you as a person, your thought process, about struggling and how it's a good thing, and just even that alone, hearing that from someone else and hearing it from people, it makes you realize, like, damn, like my struggles, they need to happen, like I need to struggle to progress, to grow, So
there's something really nice about struggling. I remember just like
it's more satisfaction, bro. When you accomplish something, the satisfaction is even way better.
I said this the last podcast we had. Like now, when you're feeling like low, you can get a little excited because it's like, all right.
No tampoco, eh? No, he's like, yes, bring it.
Yeah, no, it's like, all right. Now I need to fucking push myself.
Yeah, but you were talking about a different type of low. Yeah. You were talking about getting on your knees or something.
No, bring that one back up.
but
you ready for no manches?
Yeah, I'm ready for no manches. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first. Go first.
Right. So I've been doing a lot of traveling for work. Like that's why when we were talking about Kansas City, the barbecue. I just had it at the airport because I was just on a layover there, but it was killer,
Even at the airport.
Even at the airport. And the sauces, they saw sauces everywhere, dude. I grabbed like 4 sauces. Yeah. But what's up with hotels, dude? Like their showers. Like they don't know how to like design them correctly.
Bruh.
Like the water's always, no matter what, it's always going to fucking spill out. The curtains, instead of coming across straight, they have like this round shape and it's like, for what? Or they have like that half glass where half of it is covered and the other side's not. And it's like, It's mind-boggling to think, like, you're not saving money by putting a round bar and shit. Just put a fucking straight bar. Let the shower curtain be inside. Because I hate having, like, water spill out. You know what I mean? It's just annoying as fuck. Like,
no, so I don't care. Yeah, I don't care anymore because now I'm like, no, you wanted it wet. You thought that you were going to make me uncomfortable showering so that I wouldn't shower that long. No, I'm going to take my time now. And I'm not cleaning it up. I hate, especially all the hotels. There's this one in Sacramento, though. Glass, big hand. There was 2 shower heads.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time that I was like, I'm coming here.
I've had one of those in Milwaukee where it has the one on top and one on the side. And it's just like, all right, I could get used to this and shit. Like, start thinking, can I put this shit in my house? But it's not the same.
Hey, fool, you just gotta stop going to the Motel 6s, fool.
Hey, that's you. You were the one talking about Motel 6s.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's a different story.
But yeah, that's my no manches. Like hotels, come on, you guys penny. That's not even penny pinching. That's just, I don't know what it is. Lack of, I don't know. Like you're not saving yourself anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. And then you got to put the towel, and you run out of towels and shit. Especially me, I need like 2-3 towels.
Or you know what? Like I take my travel kit now because their shampoos sometimes are a little too dry, and you just feel freaking dry after. And stuff.
Okay, fool. But that's not a new thing. You always got to take a travel kit, fool.
Yeah,
that shampoo sucks all the time, unless you're staying like at a fancy hotel. Or at the White House Hotel or whatever, whatever they.
Oh, I stayed in the Oval, a situation room.
So, anyways, yeah, you gotta take something. Fool.
So, anyways, that's my no manches, dog. Come on,
no manches?
Get it together. Right.
I'm gonna move on to mine. It's gonna sound fucked up, but quinceañera dresses or quinceañeras. Planning for fucking quinceañeras now. I didn't know how expensive it was.
Told you.
I know.
Told you.
I got 2, so I'm doing both of my daughters' quinceañeras together.
And his son's bautizo at the same time.
Nah. And there's a reason.
And he's renewing his vow.
No, I'm renewing my vows.
Taking advantage of the fucking salon, dog.
No, so my daughter's, one's 15 currently. She turned 15 this year, and the other one's turning 15 3 weeks prior to the other one turning 16 again, or 16. So I'm going to have 2 15-year-olds for about a week or 2 weeks, okay? And initially, I wanted to have quinceañeras for them, and they were each going to have their own quinceañera. But years ago, or 2-3 years ago, they decided they don't want quinceañeras. They said, Dad, we want to go to Japan, because I was stationed in Japan for 3 years, and I talked to them about Japan, and they're into Japanese culture. So, Dad, we want to go to Japan. Okay, is that what you guys want? Okay, cool. We were planning to go to Japan next year, and it was going to be all of us, and that was going to be their quinceañera thing. Well, obviously that shit changes. They're in high school now, and everybody starts having quinceañeras. All their friends are having quinceañeras, right? Now they want quinceañeras.
No, man, you're going to Japan.
That's what I said, right? Well, I said, look, I'll compromise. I'm going to do a quinceañera together. I'll do you both. There's no way I could do my oldest. There's no way I could do your quinceañera. Short notice. and plan 2 quinceañeras 1 year and then the next year. I said, I'll give you guys a choice. Go to Japan. Don't get shit. Or get a quinceañera together. They decided to get a quinceañera together.
Like, what do you mean don't get shit?
Like, you
In
guys
Japan,
are shit out
they
loud.
can get shit. Like
No Japan, no quinceañera.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to play the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play this like, dad, I don't want to play that shit. So they chose to have a quinceañera together. Anyways, back to the dresses. Bro, they set up an appointment. We went yesterday, and it's crazy because they treat you like royalty, right? You get to the place. This is this place in Santa Ana or Anaheim.
Did they give you the little like cider? And
You know, they even have the fucking songs on and shit. They have a DJ.
Tiempo de valses.
Yeah, they have the valses songs. It's like a fucking like you're walking into this like fashion.
It makes you want to have one too, huh?
It made me feel like I was at the White House, dog.
Yeah.
You know, I was at the White House, dick, and I was like,
That's pretty extra.
Now let him have it.
So I'm chilling there, but you know, obviously, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, I just hear, how much is it gonna cost me? How much is it gonna cost me? Right? My budget is like $500, bro. You know, my daughter's mom is there with them. They're there. You know, they're all checking on. This is the dress I want. Oh my god! And then you don't. It doesn't help that the fucking people are hyping it up. Right?
Yeah.
It's so
They're
beautiful.
like, oh, that's you.
Yeah, diamonds.
No, right, Dad? That's her?
I say, how much? Dad, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I'm like, oh, that's fucking expensive. That sounds expensive. Anyway, so why fucking do that? Just put the price tags. You know, let me decide pre-hand. Don't try to fucking suck me into this $2,000 dress that I got sucked into. But anyways, yeah. So
And that's just one.
yeah. And it's not even her wedding.
Her wedding. Wait.
No.
I'm saying if it was a wedding dress, I'd be like, oh. Are you saying I'm cheap, or are you saying that I don't know?
That's expensive.
It is, right? Yeah.
That's crazy. No,
Actually, it was $2,100.
It's just one day. No dress. It's for one day.
But you know what I realized? That they hold on to their dress forever.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Pass it on to the kids?
Yeah. No, they don't pass it on, but they have it, and then they just show it off to their kids and to like.
Mira. Cuando tenía 15 años.
Or they be like,
I used to fit in this.
Lo vamos a mandar a México porque allá no tienen. And they on the
Why
phone.
do they do that shit? My mom does that shit, fool. She sends boxes of clothes.
Well, it's because it's different. Food clothes is. I mean, there's some people out there that.
My mom literally sends boxes every
too.
December, fool. Like, hey, tu tía se va a ir pa, tu tío va, tu primo se va a ir pa allá.
You should see how many people wear our company shirts over there.
Yeah.
You got fucking precision in commercial with us? Yeah. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, that was my no manches fucking quinceañera dresses, man. They're expensive.
Wait till the salon and the food.
It was a long ass explanation, but
and it's a long ass day. Wait for that too.
I know, right?
Anyways, Leo, what's your no manches?
That was a good one. That shower one was like, I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna drive home in a little bit and I'm gonna be like, I should have said that. I'm gonna start thinking. You know, I guess if we're thinking about hotels still too, I can't stand, you know what I can't stand is when you're taking a shit and that toilet paper and it's so stuck, like you just do one at a time.
Oh.
And I'm like, you thought you were gonna slow me down? I'm spending more time here now. Like what you thought you were doing to do something, now I'm on my knees going like this.
You gotta put it slowly, and you gotta help it. You gotta help the roll.
I'm gonna go like this. I'm like,
hey, that is true though. Like, do they like?
you thought you were gonna stop me, bitch? Nah, cause now I bring my key.
That is a thing though. Huh? Like, do they squish it so it's not round, or what is
I
it?
think it's the brand, fool, that they buy.
It's just very sensitive. Like,
I know which brand because my mom buys it. She gets it at the Swami. It's the one with the rose.
Doesn't your dad take him home from his dad?
Yeah.
Hey, cut
that shit. That was incriminating. Yes, my dad fucking. If you go to our bathroom at my mom's house, the toilet paper is not this little. It's the big house.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? My dad knows how to fucking save. So, yeah. He takes care of you, bro. You can take as much toilet paper as you want in my house, huh? Right. But
I got you.
He doesn't take it, fool. He what is it called? There's a word for it. Reallocate.
Overstock.
He
Oh,
reallocates.
reallocate. He assigns it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did that when I was in Reno. I was reassigning the toilet paper from work and the sanitizer, everything.
All right.
Because they got the big shipments. I was like, Costco's out.
Yeah.
Logistics, that.
Exactly. So it's deficient food, so you got to take the deficient out.
It's true. It rips off after one.
Yeah, like, I can't have them do that.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
He's already used to it. He's like, I know how to do it. How do you do it? Oh shit,
That works.
What's this for? Like, what does this do? Like, it brings more out, or
Yeah, because
you're trafficking it, or
if
what?
you do that, it'll rip. So you got to push the roll like this.
Yeah.
Okay. You know which one I hate? When you have to stick your hand in a public bathroom and it's stuck inside the plastic thing,
Yeah.
and you're like, motherfucker, and you know you need it.
Do you have problems? Because I've met people who say that they won't shit in public. I don't care, bro. I don't care. On my way here, I was like, I will stop right now. Like, I don't care what. Like, I don't.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. Just be like, no, I'll wait till I get home.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
You know what's worse? People that say like they get constipated when they travel because they can't use the restroom, they can't shit anywhere else but their house. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
Grow up.
The only times I have a problem for is
There's
when
a
I go.
Starbucks right there. I'm there.
Yeah. The only times I have a problem is when I go to like friends' houses or people's houses, and they're fucking just so happens that whoever built the fucking house is so stupid that they put the fucking bathroom right next to the kitchen.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm like,
that's you.
I'm fucking spraying my nalgas apart. So
Blame it on the chile relleno.
No, I'm like,
don't give a fuck?
you made choices. You put that there. That's what you did.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna get this stuck.
Yeah.
No, it's hard enough to get it out sometimes.
And it's probably worse if you don't use it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Also, in Mexico, they need to just give us toilet paper. Give us a little. Bro, when I went to Jalisco like 4 or 5 months ago, I went in and I forgot to ask for toilet paper because I needed to go. I needed to go so bad. Bro, I went in there, no toilet paper. I was like, I took my underwear. I used my boxer. I used underwear as toilet paper. Yeah, and I threw it away right there.
Yeah.
And I walked out with just my pants. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I gotta go, bro. Like, I don't care. Grow up.
That's another thing too in Mexico. You brought it up right now. Like you buy toilet paper and they give you like 3 little pieces.
Hey,
it's like,
Señora,
make money,
dame un pedacito.
dog, did you
Give me a piece.
I mean, 10 pesos, güey.
Give me here. Take my Cash App. Take Zelle. Give me that roll right there.
Yeah, they do that shit. It's like, what? Yeah, that's another one too. They gotta stop doing that.
Or charge me after. Can we?
How much
trust
you
me.
use?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm down. But like, can I just go in real quick, please, bro? In Guanajuato, bro. I shot myself one time.
You want to finish it off with words of wisdom?
Yeah, so like we
After
said,
that.
now we finish out the show, bro. We like to talk about, words of wisdom. Basically, anything any words that you want to have for our audience, your audience, or just people in general that they live by, the words that you can use in their daily life that has helped you in your daily life. You know what I'm saying?
You guys all do it, or is
This is
your
your
platform?
platform. Yeah, it's just for you.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much what I said. What I go by is it's a little faded right here, but hazlo y si te da miedo, hazlo con miedo. I feel like that's it. Like, for me, is like just do it. Just it's you could still cry about it after. I can't imagine having not said yes to myself when I was in Reno. Leaving Hanford to go to Reno was so important. Reno is such a special place to me. Leaving Reno to come to LA was so important. But I just had to say yes. If you're willing to say yes to other people and the help that they need, the support that they need. You know, a lot of the time we say yes to our anxiety. We say yes to our problems that suck. Like for some reason, it's comfortable to be, you know, uncomfortable, and we say yes to it. So we should say yes to the good stuff too. And what I didn't want to happen when I made the decision to come to LA is I didn't want to say like, dang, you know, right now I'm 29, and I think like, imagine if I was, you know, almost 50 years old or something, and I was doing something else and thinking like, dang, remember when I was doing videos for a few months? Imagine like what that could have done. Like I don't know, because every single thing that has happened has been so, like, we have this idea of like what could happen with the realm of possibilities. Everything that has happened, I never imagined. Like I can grow to be 50 now if I make it there, and think, dang, I spoke at the most powerful building in the world. In a country of democracy, like I was there, and that happened from saying yes to Reno, saying yes to LA, saying yes to go fly, and when they ask you, just saying yes. And if it doesn't work, then that's fine. I can deal with that. If LA wouldn't have worked, it's okay. Like, let me go back. I know how to work. But I can't imagine how life would be like right now if I would have said that first yes.
Yeah.
Well spoken.
All the forks on the road.
Yeah. You're the only one that can say no to yourself.
Yep.
So,
and you know, and all that to say, like, I know that there's people that it's not so easy. Like, people have families and they have kids, like they have, you know, and I hate that idea of like when people are like, if I could do it, anybody can. Like, that's such a, no, that's not true. Like, I couldn't when I was with my mom and she's in a coma. Like, I can't do what you could do. Like, what do you mean? That's so uninformed, misinformed.
yeah.
But there's a really fine point, a really fine window where you think like, yes, like I do have to take care of what I have to take care of. But I feel like there's a little window where it's like, let me just go in right there. And if I can do that, then I can take care of this stuff that I got to take care of. But I have to be in a better position to do that, or else instead of just one person suffering, it's more people suffering. So I do, you know, I don't want to just be like, yeah, it's easy, just say yes, because saying yes is so hard, and it's so convicting. But we're just here with our body one time, and I just don't want to have any regrets like that. I'd rather regret trying and then like, oh, it didn't work. I wasn't positioned correctly. It didn't work. That's fine. At least I did it. Now let me get back to work. But that's a better regret for myself than oh, what if I would have gone.
Nice.
The what ifs, dog.
Yeah.
What if? It's always that, you know, we're always thinking about that. Like, what if I would have done this differently? What if I would have just done it?
Yeah. Well, we want to say again, thank you, bro, honestly.
Yeah.
It was great speaking with you, having you here, laughing with you. But thank you for coming out. We wish you nothing but luck on everything that you do. If you're looking for a double, bro, hit me up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I do stunts and shit. You know,
oh, no, pussy. I'll hit you up.
But anyways, now we want to say thank you again. And where can people find you other than, I mean, you got what, 2.9? Was it 2.9?
2.9.
Yeah, he's what 13,000 away from
3.
He probably already hit that shit right now. But anyways.
No, I've been watching.
But anyways, where can people find you? For those of you that don't know where to find you, like what's upcoming? What do you have coming up? Anywhere that people could meet you? Any meet and greets?
No, people don't show up to those. Leo Gonzalez. Gonzalez was taken. TikTok, Instagram, with threads, anything. OnlyFans.
What is your OnlyFans?
Leo Gonzalez, same.
Oh, for real?
Same.
What are you
right
doing?
now? Right now, there's a Christmas special.
Oh, is it?
But Leo 25, and you can get a little view. Emphasis on little.
In the Santa suit, is it?
In the Santa suit.
Anyways, thank you again, brother.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Javi, Pepe, what was it? I forgot what were the names again?
Anyways, before we go though, this is our New Year's special, I guess, kind of.
Christmas, New Year's, yeah.
Christmas, New Year's special. So, Happy New Year's. Happy
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. There you go. Fuck, I'm not a Christmas person.
He's still thinking about Leo 25.
I know.
No, but for those. No, hey, fuck New Year's resolutions. Just make it happen. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys next year.
Alrighty. Peace out.